It is getting really hot, and summer really hasn't even hit yet. I mean, July and August are the really hot months, right? Well, the majority of people keep themselves cool with fans, with AC, some make swamp coolers, passive airflow. But a lot of these things require one thing that a lot of folks don't seem to understand, that without it, it's going to make their life a lot harder. In fact, last video, we talked about, when communication collapses. If this goes away, communication follows. And I'm talking about electricity. I'm talking about electricity yet again, because it's that one thing that you can take control. You can take control of it today. And at the very minimum, you can produce your own. Because prices nowadays are higher than ever. And they're going to keep on going up. They're going to keep on going up because you need to subsidize those data centers. You need to be the one who pays for those salaries, for those people in power to get more money, for those CEOs of those companies to get more money. You need to pay for it. You don't want to? You have a choice. You definitely have a choice. Depending on where you live, you can do a lot of things, whether it's going to be solar, whether it's going to be wind, whether it's going to be a wheel turning because of water. You have, in this case, the power. You truly do. The thing is that many, I would say, well, I can live without power. My friends, I will say this. Living without power is no fun. Living without entertainment the way that we are used to, it is no fun. And for those who immediately go into the defense, like, oh, our ancestors did it and we can do it too. Well, the fact that you are posting that comment defeats your argument, defeats it completely. Why? Because our ancestors did not have phones. Our ancestors were not us. And we are not them, which is different. So instead of arguing that we can live without it, how about we start moving into more as, what can we do? Well, I'm going to give you a few things that we do, a few tips that we do, and hopefully it helps you. Now, I understand that Alaska is different. We have to worry about more about cold than heat, but we do also get heat waves in here, and we get hot, especially in the interior. We get hot. So what we do in my house is I have portable air conditioners in case, because in previous years the wildfires were so bad that we have to close the doors and the windows and whatnot, so we can't have the windows open. So when that happens, is you're essentially inside an oven, so you have to have AC on. Either that or you breathe all of that smoke. So you get what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to keeping yourself cool, if there is no wildfires going on, we use this. We use this Ryobi fans. Essentially, you get a regular battery, a Ryobi battery, you put it in there, and it has two settings, 1 and 2. I think they have it at Home Depot, packs of 2 for like $59. Now, before everybody goes like, oh, they don't work. They do work for me. I'm telling you that right now. They have this clamp. I'm not selling you anything. I'm not putting anything in the description below. Nothing. You do your own thing. I'm just sharing what we do. I bought a pack of 2. And what we did, or what we have been doing, is we put one in the window, pushing air out, and one in the living room, pushing air in. So that way we create that airflow. You get what I'm saying? And these batteries lasts me 24 hours. Perfectly fine in low. And in low is more than enough. In fact, when the afternoon hits, a lot of times we have to turn off the one in the living room because it's hitting us directly, and it gets cold. I mean, in the afternoon, it starts getting cooler. So these things do work. You can move it around. You see? Perfectly good. For summertime, this is viable. For camping, this is viable. One battery lasts 24 hours. We have tested it. And these are old batteries already. We charge our batteries with solar. That's what we do. Now, let's talk about that, producing your power, because for this, your phones, everything, you need to have power. And in order for you to not be constantly drawing from the grid, you have options. You either do solar, which is the most common one, or you do wind. And if you have water nearby, a creek or whatever, then you can get creative and create your own power. For us here, it has been solar. I don't remember whether or not I shared with y'all that we went almost off grid with the prepper shed. I currently only have this one being charged with one solar panel, which is enough. Believe it or not, enough, because we get 24-hour daylight. But I'm adding more solar panels because I want to add more battery banks to this. You get what I'm saying? So the reason why is because, like, right now, there's not a lot of sun out, and we have been cloudy like this for the past 3 days. So for that, I want to add more battery banks. Yes, it is more costly, but once you have it, that's it. So if you can have solar panels and take advantage of the sales, that's what we did. Take advantage of the sales or Amazon Prime or whatever. We got our solar panels brand new. They were like 30% off. More than enough. I mean, guys, that's going to be giving me power for the next 20 years. So I'm going to be doing that installation very soon. I'm going to be ordering more battery banks for this. But even if you don't want to have this, you can get yourself an inverter. You can get yourself everything that you need, and you can put it together yourself. But you need to have the solar panels. You need to start thinking about creating your own power, however you want to create it. It doesn't matter to me. It really does not matter to me. I will share with y'all once I finish and once I have everything connected and whatnot, because I had to do some redoing in here so everything will work better. But yeah, I use my Opus all the time. All the time. In fact, my big freezer is running from it. I charge my battery in here because we have no sun. Yes, I did connect it to the grid so they can be charged. But otherwise, it is disconnected. It is using solar. And with one panel, it's enough. So I want to increase that, and I want to have more storage. That way I don't ever have to connect it to the grid, except in the wintertime. In the wintertime, I'm going to have to connect it to the grid, or I'm going to have a generator, which we do have a Honda generator, really small one, that, quite frankly, if I did my math right, it's a lot cheaper just to run the generator for an hour, maybe two, way cheaper than just have it connected to the grid all the time. So I will be doing that this winter because the prices of electricity, they are outrageous, and I just don't want to pay for it no more. Now, here's the thing. We live with electricity all day long. We use it for entertainment. We use it for communication. We use it for water. That's how we do the water. Although I don't have running water, but I need to bring my water up from my underground holding tank. So I need electricity. I'm not going to be there with a hand pump in 40 below. It's just not feasible. I need to have electricity for my heating tapes. Otherwise, my pipes will just get destroyed. The one coming in from the outside. So, guys, start preparing as best as possible. Stop saying the people in the 1800s did it, our ancestors did it, we can do it. We are not them. Stop saying that. The fact that you are saying that, again, I will repeat myself. The fact that you're saying that online defeats the entire argument. So instead of going that way, the negative way, go the positive way. What can we do to solve this problem? We don't need to go back to the 1800s. All we have to do is utilize the technology that we have and cut ourselves from the grid. The issue is not electricity. The issue is the grid. It is old. It's being outdated. Again, I mean, we paying for those upgrades. The data centers are sucking energy like there's no tomorrow. Electricity is not longer affordable, and you cannot longer afford not to be independent from the grid. Become independent. Can you live without electricity? I'm sure you can. Would it be fun? I can tell you from effect. Live through it. It is not. The summer months, when you don't have those fans running or an AC, your life will be miserable. Don't let it happen. You don't have to. You live in the United States. You have options. With that being said, I hope you have a great one, and I hope to see you in the next one.